Hello everyone, welcome to S2S Classes. In this video, we'll study the chapter Neha's Alarm Clock of Unit 1, Class 4th, English. So, let us read the chapter now. The first line is the narrator. So, basically, it's in the form of a drama, and the narrator is the person who's basically conducting it and who's basically giving us all the information about the drama. So it will have dialogues for narrator, Neha and mother, and I'll read the dialogues for you all. So we'll read out the dialogues for narrator, Neha and her mother. Now let us start doing it. So the first is of narrator. Narrator says, "Ring, ring, ring. Off goes the alarm clock at 6 in the morning." Neha makes a face and, covering her ears with a pillow, snuggles under the warm blanket. But she knows she has to get up, she mutters to herself. So the narrator gives us an introduction about what's happening. Then Neha says, "This alarm clock always rings at 6 and pulls me out of the bed. It's so unfair. Oh, how I would love to sleep a little longer in the morning. I wish this clock would forget its job sometimes." So basically we know that Neha doesn't want to get up at 6 in the morning, and so she's upset that the clock always rings at 6 and she needs to get out of her bed. So she wishes if someday the clock would forget its job. Narrator, something falls and then Neha smiles. So these were the lines which Neha was muttering to herself, and then narrator says that something falls and suddenly Neha smiles. So then next Neha says, "Oh, my clock has fallen. How happy I am. Tomorrow I can get up late." Now we know that the thing which has been fallen down was Neha's alarm clock, and so she was happy that now she can get up late tomorrow. Narrator. Next morning there is no alarm. So Neha sleeps and sleeps. The small chirpy birds which come to the windowsill every morning find Neha sleeping. Now birds say, "Wake up dear, wake up fast." So basically narrator gives us an introduction about what happened the next day, as the alarm clock was broken, so no one was there to wake Neha up, but the birds which come to her window ceiling every morning have arrived and they saw Neha sleeping. So they said, "Wake up dear, wake up fast." Now narrator, Neha gets up with a start. "Oh no, it's not the alarm clock, it's these birds. Why don't they leave me alone?" So the narrator says after hearing the sounds of the birds, Neha gets up with a start, and she says that, "Oh no, if it's not the alarm clock, then these birds come to wake me up." Narrator, even this wish of Neha comes true. The next morning there is not only no alarm clock, there are no birds either. But there is someone else who does not want her to miss the school bus. Can you guess who it is? The big bright sun. He fills Neha's room with a warm smile. So what happened when Neha wished that there would be no birds? The next morning there was no alarm clock and neither there were birds present. So there was nobody else to wake up Neha, but actually there was someone who didn't wanted to miss her school. It was the big bright sun. So he filled Neha's room with a warm smile so that she wakes up. Now Neha says, "Oh my eyes, now it's the sun waking me up. Why can't he let me be?" Even this wish of Neha comes true. Next morning the sun is behind the clouds. So Neha snores till she hears her mother's voice. So what happened when the sun filled Neha's room with a warm smile? Neha said that, "Oh, now it's the sun waking me up. Why can't he let me be?" So this wish also got fulfilled, as the very next day the sun was hiding behind the clouds, so neither the birds nor do the sun and the alarm clock were not there to wake Neha up. So she was sleeping and sleeping, but suddenly she heard her mother's voice. Mother said, "Wake up, sleepyhead, you will miss the bus." Now Neha replied, "Oh no, why does mother have to wake me up?" So what happened when no one was there to wake her up? Her mother shouted that, "Wake up, you sleepyhead, you'll miss the bus." Now Neha wished that why can't mother let her sleep? Why does she always wake her up? So The narrator says there is no escape now. Neha gets up and gets ready. And why was there no escape? Because it was her mother speaking now. So, can you imagine what happens the next day? Neha wakes up with a start. Her watch says it's 6 o'clock. She calls out to her mother. So, what happened when her mother called her? She had no option and she had to get up and get ready. Now, what happened the next day? Neha at her own got up at 6 o'clock and she saw that it was 6 o'clock in her alarm clock. So she called out her mother. Neha asked her mother, "Ma, who woke me up today?" The narrator says that the mother smiled, and while smiling, she replied, "Who else? You, of course." Neha said, "But I was sleeping. How could I?" Mother: "Now tell me, why do you eat your lunch every day at 1 in the afternoon?" So Neha replied, "I feel hungry." So mother said, "Why do you sleep at 9 every night?" Neha replies, "Because I feel sleepy." So mother said her that there is a clock inside you which tells you when to eat, when to sleep, and when to wake up. Neha: "Oh, I better rush now. I don't want to miss the bus." Mother said, "Relax, today is Sunday." So Neha replied, "Oh, it's Sunday today." So this story has been adapted from Neha's Alarm Clock, which is written by Girija Rani Asthana. So we noticed that when the sun, the birds, the alarm clock, and the mother used to wake Neha up, she used to feel that why don't they let her sleep? But one day when no one woke her up, she herself woke at 6 in the morning, and her mother told her that there's a clock inside each one of us which tells us when to eat and when to sleep, because all of us feels hungry at lunch time, at the dinner time, as well as for the breakfast. We all have a schedule when we feel sleepy, and we sleep in night. So this Neha finally understood this, and even if it was Sunday, Neha woke up at 6 in the morning. So with this we have come to the end of the drama and the chapter. The new words we learnt are snuggles, mutters, window still, and relax. So now we learn the meanings of these new words and the sentences we can use them. So the first word is snuggles. SNUGGLES. SNUGGLES, and it means to be in a comfortable position. To be in a comfortable position. And we can use it like Rima snuggles in her yellow couch. The next word is mutters. MUTTERS. Now mutters means to say something in a very low voice. Say something in a very low voice. Then the third word is windowsill. Windowsill. And yes, we can use the word mutters in sentences like Tia always mutters in the class. Then the word is windowsill. It means the bottom part of the window. The bottom part of the window. And we can use it in sentences like clothes for hanging on the windowsill. And the last word is relax, which means free from tension. Free from tension. And we can use it in sentences like relax on bed till you get well. So we are done with the new words and their meanings now. Let's move ahead with the chapter. It says reading is fun, and we need to tick the correct answer. So what time did Neha's clock ring every morning? 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 6 o'clock? So we know that the answer is 6 o'clock. Then it says, what did the birds say? Sleep on, wake up, go and play. So we need to answer that what did the birds say? So the answer is wake up. The birds used to say wake up. Then the next is, what is inside you that makes you get up at the same time every day? Our body clock, our eyes, or our feet? So it is our body clock. The next we have is, put the letters in the right order. One has been done for you. So basically these are the jumbled words, jumbled letters actually, and then we need to make them into a meaningful word. And one has been done for us. Meaningful words. And we need to complete the rest. So the first word has been done, it is smile. The second is alarm. Look at it carefully and you'll understand. The next is clock. After that we have morning. Then we have snored. And the last word is window. So you can look at them clearly and you'll see that we have converted them into meaningful words by arranging them in the correct order. So now we have let's listen and talk. So listen to your sounds around you when you are away from your school. Discuss with your friends. So you have to listen to the sounds when you are going to school and then discuss them with your friend. So this is an activity. This is a creative activity for you all. And you need to complete it with the help of your friend and then compare the noises which you heard with the noises your friend heard. So let us move ahead and see the next question. It says, if there is no clock in the house to wake up you in the morning, how will you wake up? Will you continue to sleep or else you will get up? So as we studied in the chapter, all of us have a body clock according to which we function. So all of us will have a different answer for this. I'll share my answer with you all, but obviously each one of us will have a different and special answers, and you're free to write any answer you want to. So for me, if there is no clock in the house to wake me up in the morning, I'll wake up from my mother's call. Wake up from my mother's call. I will not continue to sleep as I myself will have to get ready for the school. So it can be different for every one of us. Now, what are the different ways of knowing the time during the day? So we can know the different ways of different timings in a day by looking at the sun, looking at the sunshine, whether it's afternoon or evening, whether it's afternoon or evening. So we are done with both the questions. Next thing is word building. Now we need to find the hidden words in this word maze. The words have been given to us and we need to circle them in the maze given here. So let's start finding the words. We need to find mother, birds, clock, alarm, happy, morning, holiday, hungry, and Sunday. And the word mother has been already given. So we can see birds over here. Then we can see clock over here. Mother is already given. Then we have hungry. And then holiday is here. Near holiday we also have alarm. Below alarm we have Sunday. And near that we have happy. And just below that we have morning. So I guess we have found all the words. Let's count them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the words are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are done finding all the words. Let's move ahead. It says say aloud. So as usual, we need to learn the pronunciation of these words. So I'll read out these for you and you need to practice them. Out, bought, and caught. Though these words look similar, but they don't sound that much similar. Then we have matter, chatter, and shatter. These are the rhyming words. And then there are some sounds like tick tock and tick tack. Then we have tell, told, train, time, take, tall, tip, and tin. So all these words have a T sound in them. And they cannot be used as tongue twisters, but yes, it will be difficult to pronounce these words if you don't practice them. Now let's move ahead. It says let's write and we need to answer it according to the chapter we read. So we'll read the lines and then we need to answer that who said these words to whom. So the first line is wake up dear, wake up fast. So who said these lines? These lines were said by the birds. And to whom were these lines told? They were told to the narrator. The next is Ma, who woke me up today? So these lines were told by Neha when she was asking her mother. Then it says, why do you sleep at 9 every night? So these lines were told by the mother to Neha when she was asking that how she got up on her own. The next question is, we need to fill in the blanks with the help box, and the help box says was and were. So basically the first line is Ram dash a good football player. So Ram was a good football player or Ram were a good football player. Now Ram is a singular thing, so we'll use was here. Ram was a good football player. The next line is the cows dash grazing in the field. So the cows are plural, so we'll use were here. The cows were grazing in the field. Now my toys dash broken. Toys are again plural, so we'll use were here. My toys were broken. Now her frock dash too long. So her frock was too long because frock is singular. Then we have the market, the children and the flowers. So as the children and the flowers are plural, we'll use were here. The children were happy, the flowers were kept in a vase, but market is singular, so we'll use was. The market was closed. So we are done with the fill in the blanks, and we now know that was is used with singular things while were is used with plural things. So next we have look at the pictures below and complete the following paragraph. You'll need these words pulled out, inside, called out, behind and under. So basically we look at the pictures and then we know the correct word to fill in. So I looked dash the door. So we see that the child is looking behind the door. So answer will be behind. Now behind means she's looking just below, like behind you can say. Now behind you can say that you are not in front. Suppose you are standing in front of the door and if someone is standing on the opposite side, you can say that the other person is standing behind the door. And we can see that the girl is looking behind the door. Then it says I looked dash a cupboard. So the girl is looking inside. Inside basically means to look into something. Like when you open the cupboard and you keep your clothes, you're keeping the clothes inside the cupboard. Then we have I looked dash a bed. I looked under a bed. So under a bed means just on the down side of the bed. Suppose my pet is sleeping under my bed. Then you say I could not find it anywhere. Then I called out. Called out means to call someone and ask for help. Let's continue this. Shiro, my dog, came running to me. I asked him to look for my book. He pulled out another book from my bag. So pulled out means to take out, and we see that the dog Shiro pulled out another book from her bag. So we have filled the blanks with the words, and the words are basically the different places like under, behind, down, etc. Then it says fun time. What you need to do is, here is a word clock, and we need to write down the words relating to clock. So the sound, we can write tick tock. The clock makes a tick tock sound. Then another word can be time. Word in your language, we call it ghadi. And then names or different parts or times, we have a dial, hour hand, and minute hand also. Make a sentence. Clock shows me time. And then you need to draw a picture as per your wish, as in whatever way you want to draw. The next is, here is the word morning. Write down the words related to it. So they can be any and many and any of the word you would like to. I'm just filling it according to me. So we can write sunrise. We can write birds. We can write sun as well. Dawn. Daytime. And birds. Birds chirping we cannot write because we have already written birds. So we can write daylight. So these are the words related to morning. With this we have come to the end of the chapter. So we can say that we learned the use of was and were. We learned some new words. We learned about our own body clock. Then we learned the uses of words like behind, under, and then what else did we learn? We learned jumbled words, how to solve jumbled words, and obviously we learned the whole chapter. So I guess the chapter is clear to you, and we'll read the next chapters and poems in the coming videos. That's all. Thank you.